Howdy folks, it's Mama B, and today we're going to talk about how to use a loom. I had a good friend Bubbah who asked for this video, and so we're going to make it so that you know, because it's always good to know how to use a loom. Alright, you're going to need scissors for cutting your string, you're going to need your loom hook, and a loom. And if you have a toki or any other such beautiful bird, you're going to need a hook, just so that you can accomplish the task you set out to do. Alright, so we're going to start out. You need to find this little button here that sticks out, and we're going to start out by twisting the yarn, thank you Toki, around this loom. Now give yourself a tail so that you have a chance to tie it off when you need to. You just do that a couple of times. Oop. You can see you'll need to really get that. Get it so that it holds that yarn. That's ideal. Alright. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to wrap around every single one of these all the way around. So you see that? It's all the way around. All the way around. And we're going to do this completely around the entire loom. As you get working on it and practice, you'll get quite fast at it. You can see that wasn't too bad. And there's different size looms. This is one of the smaller ones, so you want to choose the size appropriate for what project you're doing. This would work good for a baby's hat, but probably not an adult hat. We're just going to push this yarn down, and it doesn't have to go all the way down, but you want to make enough room that you can do another row, because then exactly what you're going to do is another row. So then we'll just start the next row, and you do the same thing, wrap it all the way around. I'm telling you folks, you are going to need that crochet hook if you have a bird, because they are so helpful, aren't you, Toki? Yeah, it gets right into that project. Okay, now once you've got them all the way wrapped around, then you'll go back to the beginning loop. And you just hook it, lift it up. You see I've got this first one is kind of tight, so that makes it a little tough, but after that it'll be much easier. And just lift it over each one. You want to do that from the outside. You have this little groove for your hook to go through to make it easier. You just loop each one. Toki, my finger is not a nut. Thank you, please don't peel it. Each one. Here we go. Go get that hook. I dare you. Get the hook. Get the hook. Oh, he's going to help me. You guys, these birds are so loyal. They are so happy to help. Bubbah, I know you're going to appreciate Toki's assistance. I know you're going to. Alright. First row done. We slide everything down. Get that hook, would ya? We slide this all the way down and we do the next row. And you will continue doing this until the project is the length that you want. At that point, you'll tie it off, and well, we'll show you when we get going on a little further into this project. But your project will continue to grow, and it will grow down through the center of this loom, and that way you'll be able to know how long it is. If it's a hat, you want to do roughly 21 rows, and then that's if you want a cuff on the hat or a brim on the hat, you'll do 21 for the brim, fold it over, and do 21 more for the height of the hat. Bubbah specifically requested a scarf, so we're going to make a scarf out of this. Do you like that, Toki? And we'll see you at the end. Alright, so while Toki's distracted, I'm going to show you real fast again how to do it, just in case you missed any of the stuff, because he's so in it, you know? So we're just going to wrap it around each one. Just wrap it all the way. Put the straight line on the inside and your loops on the outside. Don't miss any, because if you do, you'll mess up your stitches. And it's as simple as getting all the way around, just rolling that around. Also, I like to hold my hand up here to kind of block it from undoing until I get to the place where I don't have to worry about that. And you just loop it off, each one. We do another round. Before we start this next round, I'm going to show you what it's starting to look like. And inside there is starting to have its rows, and as it comes together, this will tighten up, and these will be more dominant as ridges. So it looks kind of cool too. Alright, so slide it all down, start round 2. Okay, see how cute that little design is? And when you're done, when you take it off, you can pinch these ends together and tie your little tassels on to hold it, or you can leave it open, because if you made it wide enough, this one's not wide enough, but if you made it wide enough, it could go like a cowl around your neck as well. So that's really nice to see how it kind of makes that pattern. Alright, but we're going to show you how to take it off. Now, because of length of time for this video, we're just going to do a short one. So this is going to be our length of our scarf. And then Toki's going to help. Now what I like to do is I like to cut off a tail that's about twice the diameter. Oof, thank you, Toki. About twice the diameter of your crochet, your loom. All right, and then we're just going to cut that off real fast. All right. Now what we're going to do after that is, you can do it with this, or you can do it with a needle. I didn't tell you you needed a needle at the beginning, but what you can do is you can just loop it around like you did before, and then pull it through. So that's one way to loop it off so you don't lose your loops. Do it again. Oh, wrong direction. Loop it around, loop it off, and then pull it through. Do that a couple of times for you. So, I guess I can't wrap it that many times if I'm going to pull it through. There we go. Loop it around. Loop it off, and then pull that all the way through. Now you can see it's starting to come off. It's also holding the loop, so it's not going to untangle. And then we'll just keep doing that. Or the other way you can do it is you can thread it into your yarn needle. And you want to use a big fat one because yarn needles, right? Yarn is fat. You want the needle to be big. Ooh. There we go. And then you can just loop it up and slide it off as you go. And you can see that's pretty darn fast as well. we'll just keep on doing it like that. And then very nearly done. That will hold those loops so they don't unravel. So you need to hit every single one of them. And then 1, 2, and the third one, and we're done. Oof. Get all that. Okay, now if you're doing a hat, you can pull that tight and it'll cinch off your top, and then you have your hat. But where we're doing a scarf, we're going to leave that loose. And try and keep it even with the other side. And then you'll just take that and tie it off. And you might want to leave the needle on to tie it. Just do a knot. And make sure that's not going to slide. And there you have it. If you add some tassels and lengthen this quite a bit, you'll have a nice scarf like that. Hope this helps you. Thank you so much for watching our videos and sharing a little portion of our day with us. And have a fantastic day.